Welcome back to the podcast. This is episode 432. Or if you're in my program, this is episode 683. I hope you're doing absolutely wonderful. And today, I want to discuss with you a topic that may set you free. And it could be the one reason as to why you haven't made the changes that you really want to make in your life. You may be experiencing anxieties, worries, or doubts. You might be experiencing the imposter syndrome. Maybe you're in a position in your business or your workplace, and for whatever reason, you just feel like you're going to get found out. Maybe you want to achieve a goal. Maybe it's a financial goal. Maybe it's a business goal, a career goal, a promotion, maybe even a relationship. But the way the mind works is very interesting. And by mind, I mean your unconscious mind, because you know consciously that you'd love to be able to experience that goal or the release of some form of issue. And we've discussed this, that look, if you're going to change, you have to work on the hidden root cause of your issue, because that will hold up everything. But there is another part of this, which is really important. And there's what I call secondary gains. Because on the one hand, like I said, you may be consciously just wanting and desiring to make a change in your life in every single way. But unconsciously, it might have different plans for you. And those plans may be self-sabotaging every potentiality of achieving your dreams. And you got to get clear on this. So secondary gains, what are they? They are reasons as to why you shouldn't get what you want or release what you want. In a very random example, to make sense, let's just say that someone has a smoking behavior. They smoke and they want to quit. What are the reasons as to why maybe that person will not give up, despite consciously knowing the real bad health benefits, the money that we're just losing? Well, it could be many things, right? And these are what the secondary gains would be. It could be, obviously, people might say, well, Joseph, it's just a habit. Well, true, there is a habit. Anything you do with consistency will become more ingrained, let alone with chemicals. But on top of that, maybe that person would smoke every time they're bored. So every time they don't know what to do, they'll go for that cigarette. Maybe when they're stressed, they might use it as a form of release or relief from that stress. For many people, it could be a form of alone time, like where they just get out of every situation and they can just have their alone time. So it's almost as if that smoking behavior is justifiable at an unconscious level because it gets you some form of positive. Now, that is one smoking example, but what are other examples out there? Let's just say you are in your job, you're in your business, and you've got meetings to go to. And in your mind, you're like, I just don't want to be found out. I mean, I'm in this high position. I've been trusted with so much. And I know I've logically got the experience. I know this job inside out. But part of me feels like I'm an imposter. So then the anxiety or worries or self-doubt begin to come up. And as they come up, those thoughts and feelings will try to do something. They'll try to get you out of a situation, or they'll try to make you consider of all the things which could happen, which could go wrong, where you might get found out. So all those scenarios are a way of protection. So it could be as simple as a protection level. Does it really protect you? Absolutely not. Does it give you joy and happiness? Absolutely not. Will it allow you to really go for that promotion or that business deal? Absolutely not. But the gain from that is it's operating from some form of safety mechanism to make you aware of what could happen, or if it's really bad, try to get you out of every situation. So the secondary gain would be form of protection, a safety mechanism, and it's trying to help you in some way. And there could be other reasons as well. Maybe another secondary gain could be every time that you're in trouble, and then you express that because you're feeling doubtful, you're feeling concerned, you're feeling worried, that you express something to someone, one of your close friends or a partner, and then they immediately give you some form of comfort. And that comfort makes you feel good. They come to your rescue in some way, emotionally or even physically. So the secondary gain there is, if I have my issue, it shows me that I am loved. Because if I have the issue, someone comes to help me. So there's a real good validation as to why your unconscious mind will keep the issue, because that is one source of getting love. It's one source of being safe. It's one source of dealing with stress. Now, your unconscious mind will continue to run the issue no matter how much pain you're in right now, no matter how much it's stopping you in your career and business, no matter how much more abundance you want in your life. If it foresees that what you get from keeping the issue is of value and of benefit, it will not let it go. It will just be held in your mind and your body, and it will continue to stay there doing the same old things you've always done. Yes, through habit, but also through these secondary gains. For most people, you will have around 1 to 5 secondary gains. Well, there are positive aspects, not behaviors, but positive intentions as to why the unconscious mind will keep it. Now, let's just say we're really going for something and we don't deal with those. That's when the self-sabotage kicks in. That is where we trip ourselves up. That's where we cannot move forward. So your job is to consider not only that hidden root cause, because that's vital, of course, that holds up all that we experience in terms of the byproduct in the symptoms, but also to become very, very conscious of the secondary gains as to why we would keep the issue, even if it sounds ridiculous, because the chances are it will not fulfill any of those reasons. But it's just learned to have that validation, those reasons, that safety mechanism. Now, once you become aware of them, that's where you take action on them. You solve the root cause, and you also come up with strategies at an unconscious level, which are an upgraded way, where you can still, for example, feel validation, feel loved without being rescued. You can still feel safe, strong, and secure and confident without the need for that internal critic to be talking you down. When you start to create that new strategy and you install it at that unconscious level, that is where you will dramatically release all resistance. If we think about that, resistance is within you. You are holding the resistance within you in the form of the root cause, but also the secondary gains. If you were to remove those, no resistance. And if there's no resistance, you're deeply aligned to what you want. You will not self-sabotage yourself. You will not create these things in our mind and our body which will be holding us back. It'll be like just lifting the weight off us, and we can soar to where we desire. And I believe that's when you make changes and experience great success and achievement on autopilot. It just happens naturally. You just feel good. In any endeavor, in any situation, you are the peaceful warrior. So consider that. What are your secondary gains, the things which are holding you back? What is the root cause? Now, obviously, everyone's is unique. Gave you one example or a few examples there, but they are very, very vague in that you're a very unique person. You're a person who has experienced your world in a very unique way compared to other people, different backgrounds, different cultures, different situations, different decisions, beliefs, and values that we've grown up with and that we continue to live by. Now, as yours is unique, you've got to put in the work here. Now, of course, if you need to know how to let this go because it is so negative, it is just getting in your way, then we can support you with that too. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to go to josephclough.info/go. Now, that is where we can put our heads together and figure out what's really happening, where you are, where you want to be, and what is stopping you. And then if we can solve that once and for all, we'll definitely show you how. And of course, if we cannot, we'll point you into a different direction that serves you best. But at the end of the day, this is your life. And when you step up to finally solve the issues, the symptoms, the secondary gains which have held you back in living life full of success, happiness, and peace, when you go ahead and step up and decide, that's when the magic will happen. That's when you will be on a journey like me, where things are just easier, where you can look forward to the life that you want. So be very conscious of this. Go to josephclough.info/go and you will be able to figure out with us what has to happen. And if we can provide that solution, we'll definitely do so. This is your life. And one thing that I hate is living in regret and missed opportunity. You just gotta make sure, look, if you make that decision to speak with us, that you're a professional, that you're committed, you're decisive, and you're willing to better yourself in the most wonderful way as a professional, secure person. So go to josephclough.info/go and remember, the hidden core issue and the secondary gains, the reasons for keeping the issue, will always hold us back. So let's let that go. And I look forward to speaking to you on another episode. Many thanks and goodbye.